Guys have really captured the hearts and minds of South Africans right across the length and the breadth of the country. Everybody has their favourites. Faf du Plessis, one of them. In fact, there was an exciting sign that we saw a little earlier. It looks like they're waiting for their luggage. So this is the luggage area. So the fans probably are still on the other side of the terminal, and they'll soon go through where they'll probably be greeted with loud cheers. So the people that we're seeing in here likely are passengers that were also with them on the plane. Captain Marvel himself, Siya Kolisi, there with his teammates, speaking to some of the airport staff. So this is the Springbok team, and in a few moments' time they're going to get a hero's welcome when they go through the doors of the East London airport there, where fans are waiting in their numbers to greet their heroes and see them for the first time live, up close and personal, after of course that victory that they did over the English team in Japan. Yeah, there's a bit of fun and banter between these players. They've been together a long time, and so they would have formed special bonds, and they've been of course playing and campaigning under the hashtag Stronger Together, and I dare say that for ever and a day they will be considering themselves as brothers in arms. And we saw that kind of a connection with the former winning teams of 1995 and 2007. Well, the class of 2019 have certainly earned their stripes, and they will be remembered. They'll be remembered for a long time. Perhaps one day we'll see them old and grey, and they'll be telling us about these moments that we're witnessing now. And as you can see, the fans are behind the glass door there with the balloons of green and gold, and they're going to be soon being able to touch and take selfies with their heroes. The champions have come home, and they're going to be showing South Africans across the country, and at the moment it's going to be the turn of East London. There you go, a full airport, East London receiving their heroes, and the cameras will be flashing, no doubt, trying to capture these memories. Where were you when the Springboks arrived in East London with the Webb Ellis Trophy? Of course, the official parade is only tomorrow, but these fans certainly couldn't wait. And there it is, the third time that South Africa has lifted that trophy. One of two teams in the world, New Zealand being the only other one to have won this trophy 3 times. At the Webb Ellis Trophy, presented for the first time as far back as 1987. So there have been 12 tournaments of the World Cup. South Africa winning 3 of them, and New Zealand also 3. So there you go, Faf du Plessis, one of the heroes, one of the smaller guys on the pitch, but certainly with a big heart. And that is the coveted Webb Ellis Trophy being paraded, and all the players probably have had their pictures taken with this. A special moment for them, and I suspect that for them, each city, each town and each parade will have its own unique feeling and atmosphere. And today, well, it's East London, and of course this is a rugby province of note. A number of those players in that team coming from this province, one that has a very rich history and a long history of rugby playing. But for today, it's just about the fans being able to get as close as they can to these heroes that they've been watching for the past few weeks, performing at their highest level in Japan at the World Cup 2019. And yeah, they might be getting used to all the cameras and all the selfies and all the pics, but I'm sure that each moment is unique and special for them, as it is for the fans who will be receiving them momentarily. These are wonderful pictures for South Africans who are still enjoying this, and even those that are probably not going to be at parades but are in small towns across the country. They're enjoying these pictures as well, looking at their heroes, and yeah, special times indeed. All right, so 2019, we're hoping to stay as long as we can with these pictures. It would be nice to see how they're received by the fans when they cross through the doors shortly. You can see in the distance there the World Cup winning coach Rassie Erasmus, who is retired as the coach of the team, but he does have another position, and he will be remembered as one of 3 victorious Bok coaches. A big moment. Not a lot of people gave us a chance 18 months ago, but somehow he managed to fashion a team out of these players that he handpicked, and some would say took a chance on choosing Siya Kolisi as his captain, but in the end they delivered, and now they're waiting for their luggage before they get through the doors, and the many fans that have been waiting patiently for them to arrive will be seeing their world champions for the first time since they came back from Japan. At the moment you can see that it's a lot of the staff at the airport. There you go, Siya Kolisi now is waving to the fans. He hasn't even got through the doors yet, but they're a very excited group of fans there behind the doors, and I can only imagine that they're going to be mobbed quite a bit when he gets through those doors, and probably he might get a chance to speak to them. All right, our cameraman is busy trying to keep with the team and moving around, seeing some of these faces. And of course, you will remember that this was the first time actually that the Springboks scored 2 tries in the final. And the wingers were the ones that brought that glory to the team. Up until that moment, it was a kicking game, and the fly halves really were the ones that were performing. But when those 2 tries came through, that was the moment when we started to believe that it was safe and that we had actually won the World Cup. Well, the hard work has been done, and now it's just about enjoying these moments. They had said that they were doing this for the 57 million people in South Africa, but I dare say that it was more than just South Africa. The continent was watching and supporting. Many people across the world supporting the African team that eventually won the World Cup. And there you have a story that will be told quite a bit. Siya Kolisi, who grew up, of course, in this part of the world, in the Eastern Cape. Humble beginnings, and I suppose this is the story that dreams are made of. That if you fight hard and you pursue your dreams with tenacity of purpose, anything is possible. Even becoming a World Cup winning team captain. And there you go, one of the stars of the World Cup campaign, signing autographs, and they'll be doing that a lot for sure in the coming months and years to come. Yeah, the victorious Springboks, and we're watching these images live from East London Airport, and they're busy waiting for their luggage to come through, and then soon after that they'll walk through the doors, and I doubt you'll be able to hear yourself think with the cheers. A few moments ago, Siya Kolisi, the captain, went to the glass window there and waved to the fans. Very excited. A lot of anticipation on their part. Yeah, very special images there. I suspect it'll take quite a while before they get all their luggage and they're able to come through the doors. We'll bring you all of those pictures, but you can see them all donning their World Cup winning medals. Only 3 sets have ever been issued in the history of the World Cup to a winning South African team. 2007 and 1995, you'll remember. Well, this team has done good, winning with quite a significant margin in the final against the English, who were world number one going into the final, and a team that had beaten New Zealand to get to the final. So many might have thought that the odds were against South Africa winning the World Cup, but they showed a heart and a fight that the English could not have anticipated. All right, okay, so we're going to leave these images for the time being, and we'll cross again, especially when they cross through those doors and are greeted by the fans. But just before we went to East London,